Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to my corner of the internet. Today I wanted to talk about something personal and something I never thought I was going to share on the internet, but because of all the messages and stuff like that I've been getting, I wanted to share my story with it. So if you're interested in my story, my journey, just keep watching. I get started with my hair loss story. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button, that notification bell, and that like button, all for the algorithms. Alright, so as a disclaimer, I want to say I am not a medical professional, so please don't take this as medical advice or anything like that. If you are experiencing hair loss or anything medical, please go see your PCP. Anyways, I'm just sharing my story of what happened to me and stuff like that. Okay, so let's rewind to 2012. That's when my hair loss happened. Not only was my hair falling out in chunks, I was losing a lot of weight at the same time. At that time, I was about 125 pounds, and I lost a good 10 pounds within a matter of weeks. And it freaked me out because I am tall, I'm 5'9", so I've always been underweight. I don't have an eating disorder or anything like that. That's just genetically how I'm built, so I don't want any mean comments. I was also under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, just a lot of things were going on in my life, so I kind of thought that's what it was. Like, okay, I just need to eat better, I just need to sleep better, I just need to take care of myself a little better because I was truly neglecting my health. So I started, sleeping more, I quit drinking and stuff like that, but my hair was still coming out in chunks. And just as a reference, my hair is, especially without my extensions, I have a lot of it. I have thick, coarse hair. If I were to tie my hair with those normal black elastics, it only goes around twice and that's it. My hair's always been really thick. I get it from my dad's side of the family. Anyways, my hair is coming out in chunks and it was scary. It was now you can kind of see more of my scalp, but before my hair was coming out in chunks, and if I would braid my hair, you could see my scalp. If I braid my hair now, you couldn't see my scalp. I part my hair like this and you can see some scalp. That's cool. I don't care. That's anybody, right? However, when I braid my hair, you could never see my scalp. So I was braiding my hair and I could see scalp. When you pull it in, you could see the scalp, and I started to freak out. And I had really long hair at the time. It was probably to my elbows, and because of the way it was shedding and just coming out in chunks, I decided to chop it. I think I cut it to about my shoulders, and it looked better because it didn't look stringy and scraggly, but I still felt holy shit, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna make my hair stop coming out? So I went to the doctors and I was like, hey, this is what's happening to me. They did all of these they did all this lab work, they drew blood and stuff like that, and they're like, okay, well, we don't see anything wrong with you. And I was like, okay. But my doctor was concerned because he was seeing the hair loss, because he's my PCP, I would see him for everything, so he knew what I looked like. And so he was a little scared. He was like, I'm a little worried because you have lost a lot of hair and you've lost a lot of weight in a short amount of time. He's like, let's wait for your lab results and get you back in and we'll try to figure something out. So when they told me that my lab work all came back fine, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There's something wrong. And that was just kind of defeating too, to hear hey, your lab work says there's nothing wrong with you, but then my doctor's like, oh yeah, I see all your hair loss and a lot of weight loss. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to figure this out myself then. But again, I cleaned up my diet, I started sleeping better, and I quit drinking. Also, prior to this, I was coloring my roots probably every 4 to 6 weeks. I was I don't know, a mocha colored brunette, I guess. So I completely stopped. I was like, fuck this. So I stopped dyeing my hair. When I chopped off my hair, I just colored my hair back to its natural color and I left it alone. And I was like, okay, I just need to figure out how I'm gonna get my hair to stop falling out. I think that's gonna be my first tackle, is how am I gonna like make it stop. So I got on the internet and I was like, okay, I found Redken Intraforce, which they no longer sell anymore. I think they got rid of it when Redken revamped their line and got bought out by L'Oreal. So, and if that's not true, I'm sorry, because someone told me that L'Oreal bought out Redken and that's why they got their revamp. But that's not why we're here. Anyways, so I bought the Intraforce and that really did help. Within a matter of like, probably like a 4 to 6 weeks, my hair did stop falling out. And I was so excited. I was like, okay, yes, my hair stopped falling out, but I'm still scared to dye it. I'm not gonna process it or anything. So I left my hair alone. Everyone told me when your hair starts to fall out and your hair is never gonna grow back and it's never gonna be what it used to be. And to me, that wasn't something that I was gonna take as an answer. Like, I wasn't gonna settle to have like this much hair all over my head, okay? I have kind of a small head, but to go from all this hair to this hair, no way in hell. I wasn't gonna do that. I was like, no, there has to be something out there that's gonna make my hair grow back, and I don't believe that my hair follicles are dead yet. So then I get on YouTube and I'm like sad and trying to cheer myself up by watching stupid videos, and I came across this video that a YouTuber was talking about made her hair grow, but she found it through one of her classmates' mom had cancer, and this line is called Renee Furterer. Apparently her line is made for people who either have hereditary hair loss or sudden hair loss, and even like for patients that went through chemotherapy and radiation. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, perfect, get on Amazon. Searching this shampoo, this conditioner, and like this leave-in treatment that you're supposed to do that this YouTuber told me to buy. Well, she told people to buy, she didn't tell me to buy, but you know, I'm like searching on it and I'm like, okay, so what I bought was the Fortisha Energizing Shampoo, which is like a shampoo that like stimulates the scalp. I also bought the Complex 5, which is kind of like a conditioner. And then I bought the leave-in, which was a triphasic reaction concentrate serum. And they come in like these little vials and you're supposed to like put it through your scalp like whenever you wash your hair. So I bought those 3 things on Amazon. I actually went onto the Renee Furterer website just recently because a friend needed some hair stuff. So I was recommending Renee Furterer just because it worked so well on my hair. Oh, damn. Now you guys know that it worked. But now she has like, her line has expanded so much and stuff like that. So if you are having hair loss, I would recommend trying it. Her products are pretty pricey because I remember the serum, like the little vials, they're like in little glass vials and you break them and then you like put it through your head. Those alone were like $75, $80. So keep that in mind. Like, these products weren't cheap, but I was so desperate to make my hair grow back and like desperate to make sure like my hair follicles didn't die in the process of all of this. So I used that until I was done with it. I think the only thing I had to repurchase, because the shampoo and the Complex 5 did last me a lot longer than the vials lasted me, I think I repurchased the vials a couple times, and I think I was done with it within like 3 to 5 months maybe, and I was just kind of done. Once I ran out of everything, I didn't repurchase it because I did see like my hair's growing back, and that made me super excited. I was trimming my hair like as it was growing and like my new hair was growing in. I was like trimming it up so it wasn't like all stringy at the ends and like thick here. I did add in hair extensions at this time because I was so insecure about what my hair looked like because it was just so thin. And I got this bright idea of like, I'm gonna put in hair extensions. So what I did was I went and I bought hair wefts, and this is before like the non-beaded row extensions method was out. So I went and I got my hair braided down, and then they sewed in the hair. What they don't tell you is Your hair has to be generally pretty healthy and strong to be able to hold those wefts up into your hair. So, and my hair does grow fast, so I think I went back at 3 weeks and it just damaged my hair even more, which made me cry my eyes out. Because here's the thing, is when you get your hair braided down, obviously there's like shedding and stuff like that, but this wasn't shedding. This was like hair falling out. It was like a big clump of hair. I was like, oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. I thought we were past this, right? So we took out those extensions and I decided to get individual hair extensions, which aren't as damaging to your hair. And I ended up getting the Cinderella hair extensions in and just kind of got them in just to fill in my hair. It wasn't to make my hair longer or anything like that, because I think at that point my hair grew back up to here and I was okay with hair about to there. So we just added hair for the thickness. And that helps. A part of me, so that helped a lot. So while I had the extensions, obviously I was using sulfate-free, paraben-free shampoos and conditioners. I've been using professional hair products since I was young. My mom is a licensed hairstylist or cosmetologist, whatever you guys want to call it. So that's what I've always had access to. I am a licensed esthetician, so I have access to that also. So while I had these extensions in and my hair was like healing and stuff like that, I was using the Biolage Fiber Strong, I believe, because that's like meant to keep your hair like strong and healthy. Again, I was a heat style. Again, I just completely stopped processing my hair, so it was all virgin hair at this point, because I've been like growing and cutting and stuff like that. So at that point, my hair had grown out because it's, well, not all of it, most of it grew out, but my hair stopped like falling out. You could see all the regrowth. My hair was like really thick and dense at the top here, and I was really afraid to color and process my hair for a really long time. I think it was from like, I completely stopped processing my hair from like 2012 to about 2017, and it was after I had my daughter that I went blonde. Well, I went red and then I went blonde. Okay, so 5 years I stopped processing my hair because I was like so scared of my hair like getting damaged again like that, or like my hair falling out in chunks. So after all of that, I took out my extensions. I only rocked those extensions for probably like 3 or 4 months, took them out and I was over it. Did a big chop and just kind of like let my hair grow. My hair did come back. Nothing like what it was when I was younger or before my hair loss, but it was still really thick. My hair isn't what it used to be after having my daughter. You know, they say after you have kids, you know, sometimes your hair grows back, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I don't mind that my hair isn't as thick as it was because I still have a butt ton of hair. Those are the products that worked for me. I know a lot of people have been asking me, like, if I were to go through this process again, what would I use now? Just because Renee Fritter is so expensive. The thing is, for me, it was worth that investment because I do find a lot of my beauty and who I am, myself, my identity is a lot through my hair. Growing up, I was the ugly duckling, but I was always told I had pretty hair. So when my hair was falling out, the panic was real. Like, oh my god, like the one thing that makes me feel pretty and the one thing that people tell me is beautiful about me, I'm losing it. So to me, it was worth the money that I spent on Renee Fritter because I had such great results. But if you can't afford Renee Fritter, which I totally understand, it's so expensive, I would recommend the Viore shampoo bars and the conditioner bars. The shampoo and conditioner bars, and even though I don't really use these, I use them on my child. She has a lot of baby hairs around her hair. Her hair is really thin and fine. Her hair grows really slow, but I've noticed ever since she started using this, when I bought this for her months ago, her hair is growing faster and thicker. Homegirl thought she was a hairstylist, cut her own bangs probably about a month ago, and they've already grown back. So I really do stand by this product. I love it, and again, it's great for the environment. So that's a product that I could recommend that's a little bit more affordable than the Renee Furterer. I know people are like, well, when you use products like Renee Furterer that like stimulates hair growth, you have to keep using it. I didn't have to. I literally just used it for that period of time and just did what I had to do to heal my scalp, heal my body, and I was okay. But that's my body, not your body. But if you're experiencing hereditary hair loss, that's completely different. Mine wasn't hereditary hair loss. I was helping my daughter's dad with hereditary hair loss. And the thing about that is, yeah, that stuff you have to be on top of and you have to continue to use those products. But we tried Nioxin, Bosley, and Renee Furterer. And Renee Furterer is probably the one that really worked the most. But again, it's really expensive, so what does your hair mean to you is really what you have to ask yourself when you're spending money on hair products. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but again, your money. This is my story. This is my journey. This is what worked for me. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope the story or whatever was somewhat helpful and makes you feel a little better. And just hang on to hope that maybe your hair will grow back. And if not, go get a wig. You know, I heard wigs are great. I should try a wig. I'm gonna go buy a wig. Alright, anyways guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye!